Our first guest tonight is a talented and delightful woman you know from many things. Most recently, she plays Monica Marks in The Z Suite. You can see the finale tomorrow on Tubi. Please welcome Lauren Graham. I haven't seen you in kind of a long time, I feel like.
I know. I last saw you on Zoom.
That's right. During the COVID pandemic.
Yes. Wasn't that fun?
It was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I've completely forgotten it, though. Every once in a while, I remember that it happened. Was it terrible for you?
Yes.
There were some good things about it.
Yes. Well, you could visit your friends on Zoom, I guess.
You could visit your friends on Zoom. We started doing a lot of stuff on Zoom permanently after that.
Yes.
And you always had a great excuse to get out of doing anything, right?
Right. I'm not feeling too well.
But it wasn't fun doing the show. It's more fun doing it in person. Are you sick of talking about Gilmore Girls, or Gil Girls as I call it? I'm sensitive to that.
I'm not sick of talking about it at all. What would you like to discuss?
A couple of things. First of all, 25 years, the 25-year anniversary this year of the show being on the air, which is really cool. And even stranger is that it might be more popular now than it was when it was on the air the first time.
I think so. We have definitely reached more people than we were reaching on the WB.
Like, how frequently are you hearing about this?
Frequently. I hear about it frequently. And now it's trickled into, like, younger people, older people, men whose kids or wives probably have, forced them to watch it. And, I get stopped a lot. It surprises me every time, though. I don't know why.
My cousin Micki watches with her daughter, my goddaughter,
Yes.
Franki. I think you met them backstage.
Oh, yes.
And my cousin Micki, and I wrote this down because I want to make sure I got it right, because she texted me today and she said, I never read a parenting book. That I knew already. She said, I just watched Gilmore Girls and Parenthood with Franki, and she thinks of you as a second mother to her daughter.
Wow. That's really sweet.
I feel like we shouldn't be clapping for that.
I know. Should we be concerned for Franki?
But Franki turned out to be a great kid, and largely thanks to you.
Okay, but that's not, if Franki wants to be a doctor, that's not the way. Don't learn it just from TV.
That's not the way?
Right.
Franki, actually, I asked her if you had one question for Lauren. Will you write down a question? She wrote down a question. May I ask the question? Lauren, how much do you make in residuals, and were you ever drunk on set?
There really are no residuals on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, but I've been paid in love and
well, that is.
And I have never been drunk on set.
No, okay, all right. I may have changed the question a little bit, because I think her actual question was, what did you have most fun shooting or something? Right. But have you ever accosted one of your favorite stars in the way that you get accosted by these people?
Yes. Well, the first one I can remember is Kenneth Branagh. Wrote a book. Anyone know who Kenneth Branagh is? Okay. Yeah. I was in theater school, and we all really looked up to him, and he had written and directed a version of Henry V, and he had a book coming out about his life thus far, even though he was only like 30 or something, called Beginning. And we all got in line to get our book signed, and like left school and went to wherever he was. And I had never, I don't think, met anybody in person who I also had seen on screen. And so I had no plan, but I got to the thing with my book and I said, I love you.
And what did he say?
He just kind of went like, okay, like it wasn't like I think I thought maybe like this is how roadies do it. This is how you become like a girl who travels with the band. You just go like.
By the way, it is. It is exactly how it goes.
You just go, I love you, and the guy goes, here's my number, meet me later. But not in the highbrow theater community. It didn't work. So I think he probably just signed my book and sent me on my way.
Oh, really? Do you still have the book?
No.
No, all right. I know you had a birthday on Sunday.
I did.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm guessing Kenneth didn't show up?
Kenneth was not there.
Kenneth was
Weird.
not there. But you had a little party. Who was
Yeah.
at the party before I showed
Well,
this?
most importantly, my dad was there. He came to visit, which was really fun, and some other friends, and it was just small and tacos and good times.
Tacos and what? Was it like a taco theme party or is it just?
Yes, the only, as I said in the invite, I wrote, we'll be having tacos and margaritas because I am aging, but my tastes are not. It's
Is that
all
always what you have?
It's always what I have. Yeah.
It's like you live in a Cabo Wabo. Yes. So Dad came over, and this is a photograph of your dad. And did he bring this?
I love that you guys think this is cute and not creepy.
I never said that.
My sister Shade sent me this large unicorn balloon,
I see.
which I loved, which greeted me in the morning of my birthday, like in the doorway. I screamed, and apparently this is my sister who was raised in England, and she said if you touch it on the bum, it's supposed to do something, like it moves or it trots or it was supposed to do something, but we couldn't get it working, so I just have a bunch of pictures of people trying to touch the unicorn on its bum. That's my dad.
Are you sure it wasn't a prank by your sister?
I don't
Because
know.
it's pretty funny if it was. Are you hard to buy gifts for?
I don't think so, really. I don't know. Am I?
I don't know. Yeah, almost impossible. I've never bought you anything yet. Did you get a lot of gifts? Do you say no gifts, or do you like?
No, I like gifts. I think it's interesting what happens when you don't tell people what to do. I don't expect anything, but it's fun just what people think
To
of.
see what they do, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had a 50th birthday party, and I believe he is a mutual friend. Joel McHale was there.
He is, yes.
And I got a lot of candles and some books, and Joel gave me like a 8-inch long dagger.
Can I tell you something? For our wedding, he gave me a sword. For real, a sword, and a very dangerous seeming sword.
Yes. Oh, you could cut the guy with this knife.
Did he explain why? Oh, yeah, he's building a celebrity militia. He's assembling, yeah. You didn't know? You didn't go to the meetings?
I just imagine, like, knowing that we both got one, like, what's his gift closet at home like? Like, he's like,
It's terrifying,
yeah,
is what it is.
exactly.
You know, they say if you put the dagger in the unicorn's bum, it will pop. Right. Lauren Graham is with us. Her show is called The Z Suite. We'll be right back.
Melvin, how is this possible?
Well, it's costly starting your own business.
Yes, I know that, but how can I be low on money? Oh, God, am I poor?
You're not poor.
Oh, thank God.
I'd say borderline indigent.
What?
We are back with Lauren Graham. That is her show, The Z Suite. You can watch on Tubi. It's tomorrow on Tubi is the finale of the
Yes.
show. But you can go back on Tubi, right?
Oh, yes, you can do anything you want on
How much
Tubi.
do you know about Tubi?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
No, I know a lot about it now. It's a wonderful network. It's free. It's an app.
free, right?
Yeah. You just download it, like the kids do. And
Mm-hmm.
but no, when they called, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then they probably get that a lot where you're like, it's going to be on what?
Yes, but also I just joined Instagram like a year ago, so I'm not really the person who would know anyway.
I see. So it could have been just like Netflix, except for they pay you. But yeah. So I still can't believe you don't get any
Let's
residuals.
not talk about it anymore.
I can't believe it.
I'm in trouble.
And what's the worst that happens? You get a check?
I don't know.
So does Tubi have like ratings? Like, do they tell you like this is how many people are watching it?
I don't know, but so what I do is I put it on my phone or other devices, and I just let it run. Like I'll just like put the phone down, and I'm like, they know they'll think I'm watching it, and like I have all these like fake Tubi accounts.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's how it works, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Well, that's quite a commitment.
Yeah, well,
Are the other cast members doing this?
I don't know.
Have
I
you
don't know
suggested this
what
to
the kids
anybody?
do.
No.
No, it's embarrassing. It's more like it's sort of like karma, you know?
Yeah, kind of. Very sort of like Karma. Is Karma another streaming service we don't know about?
It might be.
So the show, why is it called the Z-Suite?
Because the Gen Z takes over the executives, which are usually referred to as the C-suite, and I am out of a job, and the young people take over.
Ah, so then you're on the show with a bunch of millennials or?
Yes. Well, they're Gen Z.
Gen
which is
Z?
different, I guess.
Younger, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're younger.
They're younger,
sure,
yeah. Is it strange to be in that position? Well, you've been in that position before, but to be like the icon on the set.
Oh, it's words like icon that are really weird.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess in my mind, like I was here with you when you started this show. That feels
Right.
like
You were here before we started the show.
Yes.
You were nice enough to do a test show with us.
Yes.
And the test failed.
The sacrifice.
test
failed?
It was not, I mean, yeah. I mean, have you ever gone back and seen any of that?
No.
It's a miracle we're still on. Fortunately, I would put my TV on and just let it run. And I had a lot of them.
That's why you're still here. That's why you're still here. Yeah. The kids are younger. Yes, they think I know things. They ask my advice about stuff.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, and I'm also a producer, so it's there is a little more separation than maybe normally I would have with my. I'm not. After a time, we were all just hanging out, but in the beginning, they showed me respect. What?
Did you have someone like that when you were on a show who you would?
Oh, for sure. I mean, everyone. And one of my first movies was with Meryl Streep. My first TV pilot was with Rita Moreno playing a judge.
And did you have like the wherewithal to say, "Hey, I'd love to have some advice," or "What should I do," or anything like that?
No, I think I thought that the way you start a career is to pretend you know more than you do, and never admit to anyone that you don't know what you're doing. And but Rita was someone I knew of from theater and everything, and I played like an upstart lawyer, and she's the judge. And in the middle of one of my speeches, it's like a half-hour sitcom. She just goes, "Don't whine." And I was like, is that a line of hers? Is that a note she's giving me? Is that something just in general for life?
It is good advice in general,
good advice.
yeah. Did you ever figure it out?
No, because I was pretending like I knew what I was doing.
I see. But it wasn't in the script as far as you
Probably
know.
not.
And it didn't
Probably
make the
not.
final cut?
It didn't.
So it sounds like you may have been whining. Yeah.
Well, I learned my lesson.
Rita, maybe you give her a call and just say, "Hey, I know it's been a while, but I'd love to get to the bottom of that note you gave me."
No.
All right. So anyway, the show is on Tubi.
Yeah.
You can do one of two things. You can watch it, which I think is what you should do.
I recommend it.
Or you could just put it on. The season finale,
Either
the
way,
Z-Suite tomorrow.
good for ratings.
On Tubi. Lauren Graham, everybody. Thank you, Lauren. We'll be back with Danielle Brooks. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right. Yeah, that's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.